we check back in now on the new primetime CBS show. A lot of changes have happened at CBS. New leadership is making it to where they want to be a little bit more friendly to Trump, MAGA, the powers that be, and I think that they're worse off for it. And the guy who's getting a lot of the heat, I'm not saying he deserves it all. He's probably just reading a teleprompter somebody wrote. It's not, but he's botching it. And then you hear what he's saying, and it's so indicative of the fears people had about the direction CBS was going. Tony Dokoupil is this new primetime host, and we already covered certain aspects that made us go, what is happening? We'll review those and the latest example. But first, his opening night, as I showed you, was pretty chaotic, and it looks like a producer paid for it.
Atmosphere. With Maduro now out, that base of power and influence could be out too. All right, to other news, as you just heard from Jill. Well, to other news now, to Governor Walz. No, we're going to do Mark Kelly. First day, big problems here. Are we going to Kelly here, or are we going to go to Jonah Kaplan?
I think they're going to Kelly, brother. I think they're podcast listeners when he goes, are we going to Kelly? Like for 15 seconds before that, there's like humongous images of Kelly all over the screen. Yeah, they're going to Kelly. Go to Kelly.
Here, or are we going to go to Jonah Kaplan? We're doing Mark Kelly, possibly demoted from his retired rank of captain in the Navy. Hegseth issued what's known as a letter of censure for the Arizona Democrat over his participation in a video that called on service members to defy illegal orders without specifying which orders he had in mind. Hegseth called what the former combat pilot and astronaut did an act of sedition. Now we go to Minnesota. A surprise announcement from the Great Lake State there today. Tim Walz.
I know these are subtleties, but that just doesn't sum it up. That's your telling of the story. And then to go, he accused Mark Kelly of sedition. I'm not an expert on like nightly news standards, but is that how you leave it? And he's accused of sedition. Like, all right, you're a mass murderer. Now report on that. Would you just go, and I've been accused of being a mass murderer, but I say that I'm not? Is that how it would be said? Because accusing him of sedition is just psychotic. Like, it's just insane. There's no basis for it. It's completely legal to remind service members that they have an obligation to the law. Totally 100%, there's no argument for sedition. So saying it like it's sort of, both sides, I don't know. And you do want to get their quotes, but it's all framed strangely. And you saw the tech problems there. And a senior producer at CBS Evening News has been fired amid a chaotic week for its new host, Tony Dokoupil, according to reports. Javier Guzman, the number 2 broadcast producer at the now Donald Trump friendly network's evening program, was let go following Wednesday's broadcast. It's been a weird week for Tony. I'll give you the latest example, and nothing is horrible here. It's just this kind of both sidesy, everything has to be a matter of there's this, but there's this, and who's to say what's more credible? It's not actually how you deliver factual information. Sometimes the facts don't portray a certain side or movement or set of leaders in a positive light. That's just how facts work. It's not always a perfect 50-50 split of whose argument's correct. And so here's his reporting of the horrific shooting of Renee Good.
There is so much to say about the last 24 hours, but sometimes what matters most is what is yet to be said at all and what we all still need to hear. By now, we've all seen the videos. Renee Good is alive in those videos, behind the wheel of her SUV, her 3 children expecting mom home again soon. And we've seen the freeze frames, too. We've heard the political warfare, the clashing declarations about what happened. And unfortunately, we know the ending for Renee Good. Nothing is going to change that. Yet what we have not yet heard is one another. I spoke to people today who haven't slept since it happened, who want ICE out now, who don't like masked men on their streets, don't want their neighbors arrested, don't want families ripped apart. I've heard, too, not on the streets protesting, but in passionate notes in my inbox from people who want to see our immigration laws enforced legally and peacefully and with safety for all, including the officers who in many cases are also parents themselves. These are both deeply American sentiments. But our job now is maybe the most American thing of all. It's to find a way to live with people who are genuinely different from us, to try to be fair to them, and in doing so, to make things better and keep things decent. Because in America, no one else is going to do it for us. It's not my job to tell you what to think about what happened here yesterday, but I can tell you we owe our children a nation that is better than the one we live in today. And I can say that because we all know it's true.
So, not quoting Tucker there, and I say that because it's true. When you have to specify it, weirds me out. Yeah, like, it's a sweet message to say we should all love and get along, and yeah, like, of course, and I try to echo that. But number one, was this written by ChatGPT? That's my first question. We ran it through an AI checker, and I said like maybe 15%. So I don't know. That could be anything. But because it really just sounded so boilerplate. And then number two, yeah, you're not supposed to tell people what to think, but you are supposed to inform them with the facts. And I'm sure they did a breakdown of the footage and all that. But this weird kind of like, I don't know what it should be said on this, but what I can say is it'd be nice if we all heard each other out. Our current president and his administration is blatantly lying about something that's on video that appears to be murder, a completely unjust killing. I don't know if the message is, if we could all just hear one another out a little more. It's like, yeah, that's great. That's just not really, to me, speaking to the truth of this story enough. You know? And so then Pablo said, preview after the latest video of this shooting of Tony's Tonight broadcast on CBS. Renee Good told Jonathan Ross, "It's fine, dude. I'm not mad at you." Seconds later, Ross called Good an effing bitch, which he did after he shot her. Both sides need to turn down the temperature, and that's the truth. That's kind of the vibe that came from him. And I meant to show you that part of the video, but he says, effing bitch, after he shoots her. And then for the coverage to be like, both sides have good, valid arguments on this, and we need to just get along. And it wouldn't be as big of a deal if it weren't now happening multiple times.
Also tonight, 5 years after the January 6th attack, a group of pardoned defendants marched through Washington. President Trump today accused Democrats of failing to prevent the attack on the Capitol, while House Democratic leader Hakeem Jeffries accused the president of, quote, whitewashing it.
Moving on. Oh. Who? I don't know. I don't know which one. I don't know which one is right. Feels like the vibe. And then I'm going to put you through this one more time. Don't click off, suffer through it. This is your objective, okay? If you think I'm being too hard on Tony, have you seen this yet? Click the subscribe button while you watch it.
And only in America, the many lives and many jobs of Marco Rubio, the son of Cuban immigrants and a former Florida senator. He's now the face of U.S. foreign policy and President Trump's point man on Venezuela, all in addition to his roles as Secretary of State, interim national security advisor, and acting national archivist and USAID chief. Whatever you think of his politics, you got to admit it's an impressive resume. And now AI memes have added to that portfolio, casting Secretary Rubio as the new governor of Minnesota, the new Shah of Iran, the prime minister of Greenland, the new manager of Manchester United, the head of Hilton Hotels, and highest of high honors of all, the new Michelin man. Now, back in real life, of course, these memes may not add up to much, but for Rubio's hometown fans, which are many around here in Miami, it is a sign of how Florida, once an American punchline, has become a leader on the world stage. Marco Rubio, we salute you. You're the ultimate Florida man.
No, I'm totally... No, I'm serious. I'm done. I got it all out of my system. Don't worry about it. No, I mean, to his... Okay, you get it. What? Some people say he shouldn't be illegally taking over foreign countries to take their oil. But I say, have you seen the memes? That's what I say. Somebody AI generated him into the Michelin Man. So, his mini fans here, show me one. Someone who is not a fan of Trump, not like, yeah, Marco's fine. I want to talk to someone who goes, woo, has the little finger things, the little number one finger stuffed thing, foam things that people wear at football games. I want someone who does this. Woo, Marco. I want you to find that person. Many fans. Also about Cronkite, Walter Cronkite, the iconic broadcaster, Dokoupil said, what did you love most about him? I can promise you will be more accurate and more transparent than Cronkite or anyone else of his era. For people who aren't aware, as it references, that's like Quinn Ewers showing up for his first day at the NFL and saying, Tom Brady's going to look like a little child compared to my game. It's like, whoa, that's a little overly confident, sir. And then because now I'm already irked about those, like, we salute you, Marco, right? As Marco's leading the invasion of a country. Even little things like this that shouldn't bother me.
Last night we were live from Dallas, Southern Methodist University. The expectation was that we'd go on to Denver, but with the big news out of Minneapolis, we diverted here and we're going to do the morning show, evening as well. Things change. That's the news.
Can someone explain to me why that bothered me? Things change. That's the news. You've been on the job like 3 days. I know he has done other jobs, but I'm just saying, okay, and then you got a pan to show us how cool your 2 black cars are? Yeah, we get it. We all wish we could drive a motorcade. Okay, we get it. They're already running for you, making sure it's nice and warm. I get it. You're living the life.
As well. Things change. That's the news.
No, I say that with love, Tony. I shouldn't be giving you such a hard time. And for that reason, I won't play the clip I had next. It was going to be reflecting on the crying segment. I won't do that. That was fine. We love people. Ready? Luke, what's your take on the direction CBS is going? There's a lot of people asking about CBS, about Fox News, about CNN, about MS Now, formerly MSNBC in my day, if you're old enough to remember that. I like to focus on love. And what is lost in this conversation about Tony or not Tony or Barry Weiss or not Barry Weiss or Luke Beasley, his producers, Cole, Jaden, everyone's always asking about all these things. Is it disturbing that Trump punished CBS and now they're acting all weird and funky? And really, I think you need a straightforward take from a straightforward anchor, and that is that I don't tell you what to think. I just tell you things and stuff. So, let's unite, America. Can I have a job?